Recording. Hello and what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live cast. It is Virtus Pro versus Team Secret in the Summit 7 Grand Finals. This is going to be a best of 5. Will Virtus Pro reclaim their Summit Championship, or will Team Secret take it away from them here at the Summit 7 before TI7? This is a pretty important tournament for both these teams. I believe if they get a win here, that they're showing Valve that they do deserve a spot at a TI7 invite, especially Virtus Pro, of course, which I do think their spot is already secured. So I would say getting this win is more important for Secret than anything. The reason why I say Virtus Pro spot is secured is because they did get second place at Kiev, and Valve have shown in the past that they do tend to invite the runner-up of the past major to the next major. As we saw at Kiev, Adfinem was an invite because Adfinem got second place at Boston. But enough about that. Let's get right into the draft here. Looks like Virtus Pro will ban out the Darkseer from Kesju as well as the Clockwork. They do run it in multiple roles there, I believe. Yapser plays a pretty good Clockwork, but they're focusing Yapser's heroes here as they're going to take out his Rubik. Makes sense as they picked up the Enigma. I'm surprised that Secret didn't spawn immediately with the Rubik. Instead, they went for a Silencer, and I wonder what role they're going to run him in. Might be a core role, who knows. He can actually go into pretty much every role except for offlane, I guess. Unless he has like a support helping him out, and it'll be like a kind of aggressive lane. But overall, it's a versatile hero, and I'm wondering what Secret are going to do with him. And of course, decent counter to Enigma. But Virtus Pro picking up a Naga Siren. We saw NP pick that up against Virtus Pro themselves, and it did not work out at all. And I wonder what they're planning here with this Naga Siren pick. And they're going to get a Lich third pick. Alright, they're setting up for some pretty cancer lanes right now. Both Enigma and Lich can deny the range creeps. That's going to be annoying for Team Secret for sure. Maybe they're hoping they can just win the early game off of these two heroes and get some space for Naga to get her farm up, unless it's going to be a support Naga or something like that. Virtus Pro have been just drafting all heroes. I'm sure you guys heard about that on Reddit and Twitter and all that. They've picked through, I think, like 50 different heroes so far, and they're continuing. Naga Siren, I believe, is the first time they've picked it up here, so alright, Virtus Pro. Definitely impressing me. Looking like wings right now.
10 seconds.
But as for Team Secret, they're going to get a third pick Spirit Breaker here. Interesting bans, but how do you ban against Virtus Pro right now? They're picking everything, and it doesn't seem like you can hit what they want at all here. But I do think, alright, that's the reason behind the Viper ban there. Because at this point, right, they think that Virtus Pro will be willing to pick anything, and so they are wanting to pick the Zeus mid. Viper, of course, is a very good hero against him, and so is the Juggernaut. So they're banning entirely based on potential counters to what they want to pick up, rather than what Virtus Pro potentially will pick up for themselves that go with their draft, right? So I do like the strategy coming out from Puppy. The thing is, if Virtus Pro catch onto it, they can kind of
10 seconds to go.
I would say ban it out themselves,
5
what they think
seconds.
Secret want to pick, but I would say they could prepare for it, because they see the Jug ban and they see the Viper ban, and they immediately should think, alright, they're planning on picking some like magic damage hero, potentially in the mid lane, because the Viper, I mean, Zeus wasn't so obvious, right? If you look at these, you maybe think like maybe Ember they're thinking of, but it will end up being the Zeus here. Probably played by mid one. Last ban here for Virtus Pro going to be the Void. Don't want to give Secret that classic combination Void Zeus, and you can dish out the damage for sure there. They have the silencer to back them up as well, and it looked like it will be a support silencer played by Puppy, most likely at this point. Still could be a carry silencer, but I don't think they want to double up on int cores right now. So Secret going to get the last ban here, and it will be Tidehunter. They're afraid of the all-out team fight for Virtus Pro. They do have a lot of setup as well for the Black Hole as well as the Ravage. Of course, that being the Naga song. And just song into Black Hole and then follow up with the Ravage Chain
10
Frost. That's some pretty
seconds
sick
to
team
go.
fight. And I do like that band coming out from Secret a lot.
5
They have
seconds.
the last pick, well, not last pick, but it's their time to pick up their last hero here. And it most likely will
Reserve
be a
time.
carry. They want to match it up against the PA. I think Troll might be pretty decent here. His ultimate can buff up the silencer, so even if you see like a 4 position support silencer or just even a 5 position silencer, if he starts stealing the int, you can just dish out that damage. And they have the stuns to set up
10
as well.
seconds to go.
Other potential picks, let's see.
5 seconds.
Bristleback, oh no, they're gonna go with the Spectre, alright.
Dyer's pit.
You're going for the all-out global strat. Got global silence, global charge of darkness. Got Thunder God's Wrath. I always say that ability wrong. I don't know why. And Haunt. So, all right, all-out global strat for Team Secret, except for Sand King. What will
5
Virtus Pro pick here?
seconds.
They're picking a hero to pressure the Spectre for sure. Unless Enigma is gonna go off lane,
Reserve
but
time.
they could. No, I don't think they can do that. I was about to say they can just send Enigma to the jungle and have Lil play it, and just like solo the Naga mid, and then put PA safe lane. But she would get dumpstered by Sand King Spirit Breaker, so she needs support. And will they actually pick a safe lane support here then? Because then, like one of these heroes are going to be mid, right? Naga or Phantom Assassin. But I think they need a safe lane support to help out whoever will go safe lane, because whatever Secret have there can put a lot of pressure, unless they send Enigma safe lane and then just have Lich PA off lane, which is good. I think Lich would just be able to control the lane, and he's very good against Spectre. That's why I'm surprised Secret actually decided to pick it up. It fits with their strategy, but not with their laning stage. And they're definitely going to have a hard time laning against Virtus Pro, which is not a good thing when you're playing against a Naga Siren. Last pick Monkey King coming out for Virtus Pro. So that's their roamer hero there for Lil. It will be a solo Lich. And no one actually going to be on the mid PA. So now, yeah, for sure, I think they're going to do. And wait, Pasha Monkey King. That's a core Monkey King. Lil will be on the support Naga. So I called it. I saw this first pick Naga. I'm like, there's no way they're playing this as a carry, and I'm right about that. And all right, Ramses 666 Enigma. What is going on, guys? Virtus Pro coming up with the new meta here. Safe lane Enigma. It's happening. This is a safe lane Enigma for sure, and we're gonna get a Lich Monkey King dual off lane against the Spectre, mid Phantom Assassin and roaming Naga, most likely starting in the bottom lane as well. Virtus Pro coming up with the innovative strategies. Can Team Secret deal with it? I mean, Team Secret don't have a standard strat themselves here. They went with a bit of an old school Zeus Spectre, but as for out of the meta, for sure, Virtus Pro. Not only do we not see Monkey King a lot anymore, rarely did we ever see him at all. I don't think. I mean, I don't remember the last time I saw it in a professional game, a Monkey King in a core position. I experienced it myself with it in some qualifiers as I played it with my team, and it worked out, kind of. But, I mean, Virtus Pro in a grand finals, game 1 against Secret, they're going to pull out the off-lane Monkey King in a core position. And safe lane Enigma for Ramsey 666. What? I'm surprised. Well, I'm wondering why they're doing this, because it would make sense that they did this and then just have Ramses play Monkey King, right? And then the Enigma could go to Pasha. But they did this as well in the other game against NP, where they had Pasha play the CK and then Ramses went on the Legion Commander. It's just weird that they decided to do that, because normally if you see a team do something like this, of course they're just, all right, Enigma, that's your hero. Whoever the offlaner is, right? Let's say if it's NP, that is your hero, MSS. Then they just have MSS play the Enigma safe lane, and then Envy would take the Monkey King, for example, if we're talking about NP. But Virtus Pro, they're like, all right, you're going off lane. All right, we're gonna pick you Monkey King off lane, and then Ramses, you're the safe lane player. Even though it's gonna be Enigma this game, deal with it. I just think that's strange, but oh, they got the nice dog courier too. I'm rooting for Virtus Pro. They got the dog meme courier right here with the little cat as well. I want this courier. It's like 30 bucks up. 30 bucks. Got it. Actually, I need this courier. Oh man. Oh, whatever. My courier is pretty dope anyway. I got the aged chicken. Let's move to free camera as we enter straight into a pause. This is a live game, so I have no way around this. Sorry, guys. But I'm excited to see what Virtus Pro have in store here for Secret. Alright, so looking at their picks here, it's actually going to be a support Zeus, not a mid Zeus. The mid is going to be Silencer, played by mid one. Puppy will be playing the 5 position, Spirit Breaker, MP taking the Spectre, and Kezu will be playing the offlane Sand King. And I already mentioned Virtus Pro's picks here. Very interesting. That's all I gotta say. And in terms of their laning stage, I feel like it will work out. I mean, Lich offlane here, right? They put the Monkey King Lich, and Naga can roam. He can wreak some havoc here. But what are they gonna do against him? They have a Spectre with a Spirit Breaker support safe lane. Like, Secret are going to lose the laning stage. Guaranteed 100%. They have to pull out some amazing tricks to win this laning stage. And as long as Virtus Pro execute, I don't think it's even possible. Secret's only, I don't say their only way to win this game, but their way to get back in this game and actually get an advantage is to just make use of their global abilities come mid game. But will Virtus Pro even ever give them the chance for that is the thing, because I feel like no one is going to do great in the mid lane against the Silencer. Not the easiest lane from the world, but he is known to match up against relatively hard lanes and get a decent amount out of it. The thing about PA is she doesn't need that much farm to be aggressive, right? She just needs the levels, maybe tank up a little bit, get like a magic wand, just some fighting items, and then she can go at it. And blinking on these heroes, they're fairly squishy. Spectre without items, he's gonna get jumped on and bursted. I do like how he's going for the poor man's here, because most of the harass coming out of Virtus Pro, especially early in the game, is going to be through right clicks. The rest haven't bought their items up. It looks like Yapster is just going for a mana boots rush, and I'm very interested to see how Yapster will play out this game. I think he's gonna play greedy and just go for levels, and if that's the case, it might work out, but I don't think Virtus Pro are going to let that happen. And we'll see how things work out. But the way that Secret do want to play this game is they just have Secret or Yapster play greedy, get as many levels as possible, and they just want to turn around aggression from Virtus Pro and make them Virtus throw with the Spirit Breaker, Charger of Darkness, and Yapster can just come in with a nuke damage and turn around some engagements if Virtus Pro dive too deep under tower, and they're going to use MP as the bait, right? Kezu, of course, can hold on to a TP and be ready to TP in any time as well if Virtus Pro dive too deep. But I think Virtus Pro, they can just play reserved and they don't need to go for those dives. Lich is going to have very good control over this lane, and I think right now they're going to go out and probably block these camps, and at that point that will force Secret into buying sentries, and that's Puppy's job right now because Yapster went the full greed. So a Spirit Breaker lacking some items in this early game stage will seem a little bit underwhelming. And in terms of being able to kill targets when you charge them, Enigma is kind of hard because he always has Eidolons around them. Naga, of course, is very tanky, has a lot of armor, and the PA will have some points in evasion eventually, and it'll be hard for him to track her down and go for those last auto attacks to finish her off. But then you have the Silencer. I guess he's like their strongest hero right now in terms of all the lanes here. I would say Sand King can do okay in his lane as well. Actually gonna go for the Stout Shield, and so actually they're not blocking the camp right now. Yapster TPing out with a smoke to scout out, and he actually changed up his build here, realizing that he can't go that greedy. We'll go for the Windlace rather than the boot start. As for mid one, I think he just places ward here, so we'll place a high ground ward for his mid, and then into a ward here spotting out as well. But it's actually going to be a safe lane Monkey King. All right, so never mind what I said before there. Oh wait, is Lil junk? What is going on? Right, so looking at Virtus Pro's build and how they're positioned right now, it looks like Lil is jungling or taking the lane, and Pasha will take the rune and then buy Poor Man's and then play support. I mean, Virtus Pro, the innovative strats here. Solo, of course, is playing the 5 position Lich. That's nothing crazy there. No one on the mid PA, not out of the ordinary too. But Ramsey's actually taking the offlane position on the Enigma. They wanted the Monkey King, and they're like, all right, I guess Ramses doesn't play Monkey King, so Pasha, you take it. And then Ramses is going to take over the role as offlaner here. He's going to deny the creeps here real quick, and they got the double range creep deny. Oh, never mind. Alright, never mind. Lich couldn't get the deny here in the mid lane as he gets gone on by Yapster, Puppey, and MP, and Secret will actually get first blood there in the Lich as he's a useless hero level 1, will not actually contribute anything, and MP actually went down real low for that kill, but he'll have a salve, so that's just fine. And did he deny 2 creep? What is the point in that? I don't know. As MP's not even going to be in the lane, so I think he should have just went mid and ate a range creep here, buddy. I don't know about the decision there. I mean, it is cheesy, but I don't think getting rid of a melee creep in the bottom lane is worth not just killing one of these range creeps mid. I mean, that's 90 experience for him, but he's gonna dual lane mid now, so it will not be a dual off lane as I expected here. Actually, it will just be a solo Enigma. And speaking about the Spectre, I see Yaps are already going for the pull here. Once again, he's just gonna play very greedy for experience, get as much experience as he can, and try to get some last hits as well, so he can get up to his mana boots. It's pretty important, and he did go for the boots here. He's moving very fast as well with the Windlace and boots. MP going to TP into the lane, but he's already at a bad start. Look at Ramses, he's almost up to level 3, where MP has just got to lane and he's still level 1. That's quite unfortunate. Solo has to be careful here though. If out of all the heroes on the side of Virtus Pro, he's the hero that Secret are going to go for. So, charge. Will it connect? Oh, he's not going to dive under tower for that one. Solo is up to level 2 now. No one. Once again, gonna have a hard time in the mid lane here, as it actually is just a tri lane right now. Yaps are sending in harass here as well. Surprised he's actually doing this. I think he'd be bottom right now, just going for some pulls or something. But saw him pull there real quick, but now he'll rotate mid to deal against this dual lane. And speaking of solo, I mean, as a Lich spammer, well, I'm not a long time Lich spammer, but as a recent Lich spammer here, I think definitely in this matchup, you just hide on the Lich and just eat the creeps. You can't show yourself. You can't even use your Q ability to harass. I mean, you seem useless because you're not actually doing anything, but that's 90 experience denied in every wave, and it adds up. And then when the enemy plays aggressively on the PA, that's when the Lich shows up and tries to turn around the gank. He can't show himself. If he shows himself there, he just gets focused down, got nuked down by the Silencer and the Zeus, and then the charge just came in. And look at the dog courier there. I gotta talk about this once again. Look at that. It's actually the best courier ever. Sadly, it's like $30 on the market. Let me see solo. Yeah, at this point he can play more aggressively because he knows that the supports are missing and they have vision on them as well here. But if they're potentially anywhere near the mid lane, he needs to just hide. And yeah, that's the end of that. But let's look at the bottom lane here. It looks like Ramses lost a little bit of his experience advantage here. I mean, he can deny the range creeps, but ideally, if he doesn't walk all the way back to do it, the Spectre, of course, still gets the experience, right? And he's running low on mana as well. He wants to get to his mana boots real bad. And I didn't talk much about this top lane here, but what's actually going on? I was interested, but I was actually not paying attention to his action. Was going elsewhere. So it looks like Pasha will be taking over the lane. Lil is just going for the greedy pulls, and this is what I expected Yapster to be doing, but instead he's like rotating actually. He was in the mid lane a bit. Now he's top, getting a little bit of experience. He's still sapping experience, which is the big thing, but I thought he would just be down bottom here, going for pulls, helping out Spectre in case Spectre gets dove or something like that. But I think because Virtus Pro are not really emphasizing any heroes in this bottom lane, just leaving Ramses down here solo, they think that, alright, MP can solo against Enigma, no big deal. And there you see the range kick deny coming out. And I think MP is actually getting some last hits here onto the Eidolon, and that's how he's keeping up in terms of experience. Because he was like a whole about 2 levels behind Ramses, but now he's almost caught up. As for Kezu, he's playing very aggressively here in the top lane, and this is just a passive lane for Virtus Pro, honestly. They just want to get some levels onto Pasha and farm as well, and then Lil just wants to get his farm too in the jungle. And he actually decided not to go into Iron Talon, and I think that is because Secret are playing a little less greedy now. They're actually moving the supports together, and there is kill potential in these lanes. So Lil wants to be able to stick around and be a part of these engagements, and so he will buy boots. Mid lane, no one. Up to level 6. What is the build that Solo went for? The 1-1-1 build. I'm okay with this. It's what Zai actually built in the last Witchery player watch it is, but Solo once again going down. He was warding, so I'm gonna give him a break this time. I mean, if someone got a ward right, but he will get caught out, and that's another kill for Secret. So early game actually going to favor Secret, surprisingly, at this point. I think it is because how Virtus Pro decided to lane this. I feel like Monkey King could have been bottom. He would be able to put a lot more pressure onto the Spectre, but instead they want to give him the safe lane farm against a matchup that's not even favored. I mean, the laning stage is not going bad for Virtus Pro in any sense of the word, but it's not going as great as I thought it would. And they do have 3 kills onto Secret, but all 3 of them were onto Solo. As I said, he's really the only hero they can kill reliably without getting turned around upon or something like that. So it's 3 deaths and 3 kills for Secret. In the mid lane, let's look at the last hits real quick here. Silencer a little bit behind no one, but that's to be expected as he's missing a lot of his range creeps. Solo will just be rotating around. Looks like he grabbed himself up a boundary, and he'll have his level 4. I think he'll be 2 points in sacrifice at that point, because the reason why you want to max out sacrifice, because you want to eat range creeps and they don't give you that much mana unless you level up sacrifice. And I use the killer in the mid lane as Yapsor, it seems, rotated in, and mid one with an arcane rune will find a solo kill there, or not a solo kill, but they'll find a kill onto mid one. It looked like a solo kill, but I'm sure that Yapsor had some nukes thrown in there as well. Now Lil in position, maybe looking to go into Silencer at this point. I'm not so sure. Yeah, they're wanting to kill him here for sure. They're even going to TP in Pasha for this one. So this is a 4-man mid right now. Hate onto mid one right now. They want to kill him, and they want to kill him bad. Here comes the jump from the PA. Monkey King's here as well, and that definitely caught him by surprise. He was not expecting a Monkey King. And they will get the kill. First kill of the game for Virtus Pro. Alright, Solo actually going for the Frost Blast. They just go for the infused raindrops. Yeah, without some type of mana regen onto him, he doesn't have the mana to sustain this build. And I don't think leveling up Frost Blast, I mean, it's 50 extra damage. I think level 2 Frost Blast is valuable, but then more than that, maybe not. Because it's kind of garbage. Like, it adds 20 mana, and that's just 50 damage to the overall damage, only 25 to the area effect damage, and the slow is the same. That doesn't scale it off. This slow scaled, I would say level it up, but I think 2-1-2 would be a decent build for him. With only 1 in sacrifice, he just can't deny as often. Kezu going to farm out the top lane. Now he was left alone for a little bit. Pasha looks like he showed up, but then realized he was out of mana. He can't really contribute anything without mana, so he's going to walk all the way back to base and might look to go for another gank. Meanwhile, Lil was smoked up here. I'm not so sure what they're planning, but MP is safe under tower, so there's no kill onto him, and he's going for a Mask of Madness build. There's also this big stack here. I expect someone to come in and try to take it, but no one on Virtus Pro can actually farm it that well. As for Secret, I mean, they can come in here with Yapsor, and that's a pretty easy stack in the mid lane. Speaking of Yapsor, he's going to go down to the gank coming in from Solo and Lil. The smoke. There's some TP rotations as well as the haunt. I mean, we'll get a counter kill onto Lil now. Solo in a lot of trouble as well. Raindrop going to tank a little bit of the damage from the Spectre Dagger, but even with ice armor, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Unless he denies himself to Ancient. Oh, sick play there from Solo. There's the deny. So he's preventing his 4th death there to Secret. But I mean, it is 4th death, but it's not a kill, right? Mid one is farming up his Midas, and he actually almost has it. He's just farming up a stack real quick here. Silencer is not the fastest at farming stacks, but I guess he has some AoE spell, right? So better than, say, Monkey King. I think that's Monkey King. He can use Boundless Strike, but it's not the same. Actually, is it? How much damage does it do? Duration 6 seconds, and damage 38. 38 times 6. How to do math? Like it's like 200 something damage. 200 something damage. All right, I can't do math right now, guys. My bad. It looks like Yaps are actually getting a lot of experience. He's up to level 6 already, almost level or halfway to level 7, and that is because mid one is giving him the mid lane. And of course, you get a lot of experience sitting in the mid lane for a little bit. Now that there's like one extra creep, as long as you're killing all of them, especially if you're like a hero like Lich, you just eat your range creep and then you just sap all the creeps as well. You're getting a ton of XP, but it doesn't look like Solo going to get that treatment as he's still playing a hard 5, and he only has 1 in sacrifice still. I mean, for the way he's playing, I do see the point of this, because he just wants to be as useful as possible at this point. And of course, sacrifice is not doing him anything other than denying experience, but that's not how I play Lich for sure. And Lil actually maxing out the mirror images there, so illusion's actually fairly strong, but not really, as he's no stats right now, so they actually just went down to the silencer nuke. They're strong against physical damage, I guess, as they have the poor man's Elbamon. Give him some extra stats. But in the bottom lane, MP still looking like he's able to do okay. As I said, they don't need to win their lanes necessarily for Secret, and the fact that they're ahead in kills and they're doing okay in terms of all their heroes. Like, no one is falling too far behind except for Puppy. If I say that, he might just die, which is quite unfortunate. But nice juke from him, and then there comes the team rotations. As I was saying before, if Virtus Pro go too deep, you can expect some Virtus throw. While in the bottom lane, they realize that Spectre will be left alone, as I saw the TPs in come from mid, and they will just go for the kill real quick there onto her. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day. But Yaps are actually looking pretty good now to support Zeus, but he is pretty farmed, gotta say. Level 8 onto him almost, and it's a really good sign for Secret actually. And Lil going to try to get a little bit of farm himself for on the Naga. I wonder if he actually will transition into like a carry Naga with the Radiance, but not if he dies here, as there comes the epicenter charge came in from Puppy, and that's going to be an easy kill for Secret. So Virtus Pro's strategy definitely innovative, but not working out too well for them here. I mean, Monkey King has the farm of a support well, I guess not. He's a lot more farming. I mean, a support would have everything that he has right now, but with the 1,000 gold in his inventory, you can see the impact of him having actually farmed the lane a little bit there. But Kezu pretty farmed himself here on the Sand King. Almost has his Blink Dagger. Mid one is pretty fat. Let's open up the net worth right now and just check it. Yeah, he will be at the top, but Pasha coming in there. Solo actually getting the kill with the Frost Blast. Didn't use his Chain Frost yet, so he still has that available. But as you can see, if he spams his armor, he actually won't have the mana to use all his abilities with just level 1 sacrifice. If he's eating range creeps still, that is. If you can eat melee creeps, should be okay potentially. But yeah, you see there, the nukes won't run out of mana, and he doesn't have mana for Chain Frost. If they had Chain Frost, they would maybe not, because Secret were on their shrine, but yeah, just cast one spell, doesn't have mana for his ultimate, which is always going to be unfortunate. He's still buying all the wards, he's buying all the support items, so he's not going to have more sustain. He already lost his raindrops there too. And let's see how Ramsey's doing. He's actually doing pretty good with a full Midas complete, has his mana boots as well, building straight into a BKB. Will not help against the Silencer ultimate, of course, but against the other abilities that can cancel his ultimate, it will. I guess the only thing is the Bolt from the Yapsor. You're not going to cancel Black Hole with a Charge or Sand King Stun. And they're looking for a kill here onto MP, but he's going to back away in time. They do have the Black Hole to lock him down, but Ramsey is not going to be able to catch up. Here we see a smoke coming in from Solo and Lil. It might just be a warding smoke, and they might try to get a kill. If they, oh no, here comes the Song of the Siren, but he's moving too slow. Oh, maybe not. Mid one does get away under tower, and they're going to give up. So Song of the Siren wasted there. And Lil will actually go for the mana boost. On the bottom lane, they find Pasha. And yeah, Spirit Breaker pretty good against Monkey King. I was surprised they just pick a core Monkey King like that. They already saw Secret Spirit Breaker, and I don't think that hero is very good in a core position, as he wants to roam a lot. I mean, he's not really a fast farmer as well, You see there, Pasha was trying to make a play, gets spotted out by the charge, and will get punished for it. And now the charge coming in through the mid lane, and they will try to get a kill here on to no one. Here comes the chain frost. It will bounce through, but the ultimate comes out from Puppey. That's going to be enough to get the kill. And mid one going to Shadow Blade away, and looks like they will all get out except for Yapzor as the TP comes in from Pasha, but no, nice stun from Kezu will turn this one around. Pasha will go down as well. They have the black hole, but everybody's dead. Ramsey's not even going to use it. And it's a killing spree for Puppey. And there you see the global pressure coming out from Secret starting to weigh down on Virtus Pro. They lose Pasha in the bottom lane, and then suddenly charge mid comes as well, and no one is dead too. And without the Song of the Siren, they have no way to turn it around really. And I mean, partially it's on Virtus Pro's draft. I just think they could have executed their draft better in general, but I mean, can't really knock them too much, as this is a pretty unconventional strategy that I'm assuming they definitely do not play often at all. So no big surprise from what is happening right now, as Secret for sure has like this pre-planned strat out, and they know exactly what they wanted to do. And you could see that how Yapzor played the early game. He didn't go greedy at all. They knew exactly. They're like, all right, we're gonna stick Yapzor with Spirit Breaker. We do have kill potential like that, and that forced Virtus Pro to play a lot more passive. They went for the kills that they knew that they can get, and that was solo. And after that, they got their experience up, and with that, they started playing aggressive. And that's what I said. Once they get the levels up on their heroes, especially Zeus and even the Spirit Breaker, they can just start going for kills across the map. And they always have the global silence to back them up if things go wrong. And now, especially with the Blink Dagger into Kezu, they can just really put pressure on all points of the map here with their strategy. And Pasha will be in trouble soon here for sure, but right now Yapzor, oh no, he's actually smoked up, so Pasha won't see anybody coming. Here comes a charge to Haunt as well. This looks like a dead monkey. He'll try to charge out, but no, it's too late. Puppey comes in with the charge, and that's going to be another kill for Team Secret. In the meantime, mid one actually walking past the sentry ward here, and the song being dropped to keep him in place, but he's gonna use the immediate global silence to get himself out of danger, and they'll just have to back away. Alrighty then. I guess that was a lot committed from Secret just to get a kill on Monkey King. And he is a core monkey, but at this point, I think Lil going to transition into carry Naga at this point. I think that's the only way that Virtus Pro really win this game. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. He is saving up some gold at this point. Who knows? He might decide to buy a mech. And Solo is still playing the full 5 position, of course, 6 position, while Lil farms up. Pasha will be building into a Shadow Blade that will help him out a little bit. Oh no, Lil getting caught out here by Kezu. Where's the follow-up? There's actually going to be no follow-up, so Lil going to be able to TP away back to base, get himself out of danger. In the bottom lane, they're looking for a kill here onto MP. Does have the Mask of Madness, as I mentioned. Actually a decent farming item, so I do like it onto the Spectre. Can always disassemble it for the Butterfly later as well, but MP with good map sense here, and he will not get caught out at this point without his team coming in to help him. And now he'll back up, or go back up to the lane as he feels confident with his team behind him. Oh, and they actually get the charge here onto Pasha. They will track him down, and the Zeus bolt will come through. There's no way he's keeping out of that one. They'll actually clean up all the Eidolons as well. Yapzor getting a lot of the last hits there. He's a fat support Zeus right now. Look at him in the net worth. He's right up there with his carry MP. And the thing about Zeus as well, he can just go for the D wards all day with the lightning bolt. Doesn't look like they've caught Virtus Pro's observers yet, as they are placed in pretty defensive position. And Virtus Pro actually just looking to farm it out. And I don't really know about this. Solo actually still keeping only 1 point in sacrifices. He's not even casting his spells at all, but I mean, what is Ice Armor going to do for his team? That's the question. It will help the towers for sure and stop Secret from pushing, but at this point he could just put more points in sacrifice and he'll get as many levels. Like, he'll get up to Ice Armor in a decent timing, and it also fits with their playstyle as well, playing passive. Like, I don't know, I don't agree with this much play at all. And really see Lil getting initiated on. The Chain Frost does come out, but it's still level 1 Chain Frost, and the heroes from Secret are quite tanky now. It's going to be a Bracer onto Puppey. Kezu has his 4-step. That's going to get them out of the Chain Frost. So unless the Chain Frost is put into a black hole or something like that, it's actually not going to be useful at all at this point in terms of dishing out damage. Even mid one's looking pretty beefy here, as they're all high level on the side of Secret with all the kills that they have so far. What the heck? What is that? There's a little exclamation mark on the courier there. No one does have his Desolator, but without a BKB, he can't really fight. The only way to take fights is really to get a nice black hole into like a Monkey King ultimate or something like that, and it can be set up with the Song of the Siren, of course, right? But Secret are just not grouping up in that way. They're going for kills and they're backing off real quick, not overextending themselves. They know they have the Spectre. The late game is pretty okay for them, and they're just playing it slow still, even though they are getting a lot of kills. And MP still playing a lot in this bottom lane, but once again, Spider senses start tingling. He will be actually wrong about this time. No one is going for him, but he just wants to play safe. Also wants to be full mana, as he wants to haunt in soon, and he'll want to be able to haunt and use his dagger.
So that's something that's happening.
Puppey scouting out Roshan right now. He will be building into a drums, I guess, for the aura. Pretty nice, especially since the Spectre didn't go for drums. Used to be an old build on the Spectre, but not anymore. And Kezu still looking to set up in this top lane. I mean, Secret are just camping Virtus Pro's top lane right now. Anyone who walks up will go down. And see Ramses, he's playing very passive. He wants to use his Midas, but oh, here comes a charge from Kezu. They will get vision, and now the Epicenter stun will come in. The haunt as well. Yapsor with the lightning damage, and that's going to be a quick and easy kill for Secret. And they're going to back away. Yapsor out of mana. They want to defend bottom and go for more kills. They're not interested in pushing the tower. Notice that. They're not even going to try at all. Instead, mid one going to TP to the bottom lane and try for a kill here onto the Monkey King. He will get scouted out by the Spirit Breaker. He's actually not going to commit his TP, as he's not so sure who is waiting in the wings, and he'll actually just die to mid one if he stops. So he'll go down there. Puppey didn't really contribute to that kill other than providing vision, but that was enough for the kill. It's going to be another +2 int for mid one, -2 for Virtus Pro, and this game not working out for them at all. And third draft, I mean, I saw the potential in it. It just did not work out, especially the early game going bad for them, and I think a lot of it had to be on solo actually. I mean, if solo played this game a little bit different, I think this game would look entirely different right now. But right now, Secret have a very strong hold on it so far. So they have the better late game draft. They can just chill, wait for the Spectre's Radiance, and do their thing. While I don't know what Virtus Pro's timing is here. It is, I guess, no one's BKB. Lil still looks like he's undecided on what he wants to do. And they're actually just going to go for a YOLO Roche here and see how it works out. They have this song to counter-initiate into the black hole. And they're like, oh, we're going to try a team fight. They're even going to use a double smoke here just to make sure that their counter initiation is smoked up and not under enemy vision at all, and they're actually going to let no one solo it up. And this is where the max out ice armor is helping out, but he literally can cast one frost blast in a fight. There you go, frost blast Roshan, dude. Alright, never mind, they're gonna start with the song. Here comes the black hole. It only hit onto 3, did not catch Kezu. And Ramses, he just canceled it. I don't know what that was. It worked out for Virtus Pro though. Alright, no one will get the Aegis. It's going to be popped immediately by Kezu, but he's going to die for this though. I think it's maybe worth it. I mean, they already lost 4. Might as well lose 5, right? They're all dead. Or maybe not. Kezu, nice jukes, blinks away. Pasha wants to track him down. Will, and he has the stun. Alright, that's goodbye. Nope, he gets a stun over the tree line though. Will he escape this one? No, he has the pounce. He has the leap as well. Oh, goes invis though. This is quite a chase. Pasha, can he get Kezu? He cannot. Kezu with the great escape. Now Puppey's here as well. Pasha has to be pretty careful, and Kezu did not actually manage to track him down, so he will get away. So that was 4 kills for Virtus Pro. Roshan and the Aegis as well. Did they get the last hit onto it? That's important. They did. And that's no one's BKB, and you saw there the song. working out for them. And the big thing about that was mid one actually getting caught in the black hole, so he just got destroyed there. And Solo about to get level 2 Chain Frost. And definitely how they're playing right now. Alright, this build makes a little more sense, but it's still pretty wonky. This is you're playing total 5 position Lich. I mean, so you want your spells to be as effective as possible in these fights, right? But still, I think he could just excel in his experience by just sacrificing range creep all game. I mean, I don't think it's something that people think about Lich. Like this cooldown is super low now. Compared to 60 seconds, you're eating a range creep every 60 seconds. Compared to you're literally able to eat a range creep every wave, or maybe even 2 waves, depending. Because at level 4, it's 18 seconds. So literally, you can eat a range creep. Like you can start here, eat range creep here, and then by the time you walk here and meet with the range creep, like, because like say you eat the range creep here, and then you walk out here, the range creep's gonna be about here, and then you can eat 2. Eat the range creeps from 2 waves. That's literally 200 experience. So you can get 200 experience. Like, just like that. So every time your creep wave spawns. So like every 30 seconds, 200 experience. Think about that. That's a lot. Because look at his level 12 right now. He needs 800 experience. So in whatever, how long? So it's like 2 minutes or whatever. He's going to get 800 experience. And it keeps adding up. It just keeps 800 experience, 800 experience constantly. And if you want to play passive, right, if you don't care that your lanes are not pushed out, I mean, it works out. Like, and they don't care if their lanes are not pushed out at this point. Ideally, they prefer it not to be pushed out, because then they can farm. If the lane gets pushed too far out, they're going to get picked off by the Sand King and the Spirit Breaker. And alright, scouting ultimate coming out from Yapster here, as the Radiant is going to come out soon for MP. No one does have his BKB now, and he's pretty high level himself, at level 18 after that fight. And I think Virtus Pro is still in this game for sure. Secret are not out of it by far. They're looking very good so far. 17-9 is the score, but they still have to end out the game, and it's not going to be easy against the Enigma Naga. It's pretty hard to fight into. At any point, if they overextend themselves, that's a song into Black Hole, as we saw there. And very ballsy play by Virtus Pro, just going for a YOLO rush like that, but as you saw, it worked out. They knew what they were doing. And Sacred have no way around the song until BKBs come out, and that's not looking like anytime soon. And ideally, they don't even want to buy BKB, because there's not much magic damage coming out from Virtus Pro, other than like the Lich, and I mean, that's pretty much it. Alright, Monkey King Ultimate committed there. He's going to get spotted out by the Spirit Breaker charge. Kezi wants to catch up, but he's moving very fast, and he'll get away. The rest of Virtus Pro here ready in the wings as well. Spectre does have her Radiance now. Needs to T-back to base to grab it though. And I think this is cue for Secret to try to go for a play. They need to split up Virtus Pro first. And Solo for sure could be a level. He's gonna level the talent over sacrifice. I mean, what is his? I don't know what he's thinking on this. Sure. I'm sure it doesn't look like it does anything, right? But the cooldown matters. Like, sure, you get a little bit more mana when he levels up, but is the cooldown? That's the big thing. So it's a cooldown. It's a cooldown thing. But anyway, Spectre does have her Radiance now, and once again, I think that Secret do want to go for a smoke, but they need to find a good opportunity, as they do not want to walk into a Song Black Hole. And speaking about Radiances, Lil actually going to have his, so that's a very slow Radiance actually coming out from MP. Surprisingly enough, it's a 28-minute Radiance on a pretty decent game for them, but that is because he's not able to really farm that aggressively, as there's a lot of heroes to kind of scout him out. But I still am not so sure. I feel like the Radiance should have came a lot faster, so maybe this Mask of Madness build not really working out. Did not really accelerate his farm that much at all. I'm sure they went for some team fights and got some kills there, but I mean, to get the Radiance at the same timing as a 4th position support Naga, don't know about that one. But Secret are in aggressive position right now, but they're going to get scouted out immediately by the ward placed by Solo. And Pasha also scouting out from the high ground. He does have his Shadow Blade complete right now, and I'm actually not thinking that Secret have this one. This is a very slow radiance coming out from MP, and at this point, it's not. I mean, I don't think it's ever too late. I mean, I guess there is a too late for Spectre Radiance, but it's not going to be that effective. Versus Pro heroes are quite tanky. Most notably, the BKB is on the PA. I'd like to see a pipe out from somebody. I'm not so sure who would buy it. Lil has Radiance as well, and I mean, Virtus Pro are feeling chill. They're just farming it up. No pressure. Solo. Oh, he'll be saved. Nice stun coming out from the Monkey King, but he'll not be saved as they come in. But oh, Yapsor completely out of mana. Puppy actually didn't use his ult there, so he's able to use it onto no one, saving Yapsor there. So that's BKB used for nothing, and Song used for what as well. And he's actually going to cancel his Song and eat a stun from Kezu. Now Lil going to go down, and that's a disaster for Virtus Pro. Once again, Solo getting caught out of position, really putting his team in a bad spot there. And that wasn't even a good play by Secret. It was just them capitalizing on Solo being out of position in the mid lane. And then I would say that's a nice play from Puppy, if anything, to save his ultimate there. Now no one farming it up real quick. Kezu. Maybe want to set up a kill here. You know, as no one's BKB is still on cooldown. You can come in with a charge as well. Actually, no one is going to be the one initiating, but I guess they're not comfortable with this one. I know Black Hole is still up. They don't have the Zeus ult. Global Silence is up though, but I mean, oh yeah, sure. With the nice lightning bolt, we'll scout at Pasha, and I think he's dead here. Oh, they don't have the follow up after that one stun. Kezu wants to come in, but oh, there's the charge from Puppy. That's going to be a kill. Another +2 int. Another +2 int. Or was mid one in range for that one? I wasn't sure. Whatever. So Secret's still looking pretty good. Let's open up the net worth overall. They're about 5,000 ahead. Not too significant. Oh, no one with the dagger onto MP. He's going to pop his BKB, and Spectre deleted just like that. That's what I was saying. Spectre is actually disturbingly under farmed right now with only 10,000 net worth. He's barely above Kezu, and you can just see what a PA does to Spectre, especially with the BKB, so he doesn't get hit by that mischance. In terms of having ways to deal with PA, they do. Mid one has the Silver Edge as well as an Assault Curse. That's going to help out his whole team with that extra armor there. But I don't know. I mean, Secret can't just go Divide, right? Because at that point they'll throw the game actually by eating a Song into a black hole. Again, it was already bad enough last time, but now Solo on a warding mission is going to get charged up once again. Will he get out this time? That's the question. Ramses is nearby, and Ramses is building into an Octarine. That's going to lower the cooldown on his black hole, but he's not using it much this game. Will also lower the cooldown on his Midas, which is nice. So he also has the cooldown reduction talent. But I think no one actually can scale into the late game and be a pretty formidable hero for Secret to go against. Oh no, is Pasha dead again? He will. Gets caught out. Split pushing, and you're going to track him down. Kezu with a mega kill streak. But at this point, Pasha's pretty much a support. Look at his net worth. He's actually transitioned just into a support, as Lil is the carry now, right? He went for the Radiance, going for the Manta style next. He's farming it up. He's not looking that great in terms of experience, but his net worth is getting up there. He's still not that farmed, as his Radiance, of course, came fairly late, but he'll get there. And he's also spending most of his time in the jungle as well, and of course the creep bounty is reduced, so he's not getting that much. But we'll see how fat he gets. Yapsor, speaking of fat heroes, Yapsor is actually pretty farmed here himself, just about 1,000 net worth behind the Naga Siren, and he has some items here. Sure, going for an Ags. That's going to be very good for his team in terms of scouting out the Monkey King, even canceling the black hole if the BKB isn't used. And once again, we see the charge onto Pasha. Will he get caught out once again? Doesn't look so, as Puppy will cancel his charge. There was no follow-up for him. There's also a ward here. And I think they're just charging to test for reward. And they saw that Pasha did back away. So they're going to send a nice lightning bolt here onto the cliff. And they will deward that. And they've deward all of Virtus Pro's vision so far. They are completely black in terms of their vision. Just look at that. And once again, Secret still chilling. They are not feeling pressured to try to even take any of these tier 2s or go for an objective at this point. As they saw what happened last time, they took that fight at Roshan. They just want to get their farm up and actually get this Spectre to a level where she won't just get immediately bursted down. And Spectre actually built into a booted travel that's just going to help her out in terms of move speed. She's moving down the map very quickly with the Mask of Madness at this point. They're going to use a scouting ultimate here from Yapzor to find out where Virtus Pro are, and they realize that Virtus Pro is still chilling, not doing anything themselves either. Both these teams just farming it up. There's a lot of kills in this game, but in terms of going for objectives, there's not much of that at all. Both teams have all their tier 2s alive, and Secret still have a tier 1 top. Roshan is up though, so you can't expect, if anyone, Virtus Pro to go for that, or go for a gank at least, as they got the Roshan fight last time, and I think they can have it again here. And there's also a full Abyssal Blade onto no one, but Secret scouted this one out. I think they caught a glimpse of it, maybe? I don't know. They're in position. No, they want to smoke up themselves, but they're going to run directly into Virtus Pro. Pasha going to break that with his Shadow Blade, but oh no, MP did commit the haunt. He actually haunts away. Where is he? He actually haunts away to the Naga Siren. Lil, as he was coming in, Solo going to go down. Lil going to use his song here, but not going to be grouped up at all. Secret are just all apart. I think they're just going to use the song to disengage, but Lil not going to be able to get out as he does not have TP. And he will get focused. The charge comes in, and alright, they lose 2 supports technically there, but look how fast Secret are moving. They saw the TP from Ramses up top, and they want to kill onto him. Shadow Blade coming in from the silencer, and Kezu is here as well. But will they get the kill? Ramses smart about this one. He TP's, or he's backed away after TPing out like that. They know they're coming for him, and there they see the Sand King up top. No one wants to come in potentially for a kill. Oh no, he finds the silencer. Here's the Abyssal Blade, but there is the Shadow Blade coming out from mid one. He turns around with the Silver Edge onto the P. They're going to focus him down. He did not have his BKB there. That's unfortunate. And now Secret can go in for Roshan. They don't have the Song of the Siren up for another 6 seconds, and I believe this is going to be Rosh for sure. There's no buyback onto P. So yeah, that's an Aegis onto the Spectre. There's even a DD rune. Everything looking good now for Secret. And off of that bad fight, now Solo going to get caught out once again. That's his 9th death of the game. And Pasha will have to get himself away. Almost got caught out there as well. And I don't know. I mean, Lil has a Radiance on Naga, but he's not farming very quickly at all. I mean, that is because he's farming the jungle a lot. Not really putting his illusions out into the way. Now he will, but I mean, he got the Radiance about the same time as MP, and now MP will propel ahead about 5,000 gold, while Lil is staying stagnant. He hasn't even like gained gold at all. And now Ramsey going to get caught out here in the enemy jungle, and he's going to go down. That's 3 kills for Virtus Pro at this point, and their PA is still dead. Their high ground defense is still pretty strong. Ramsey is building into a refresher orb, and we see MP actually starting to get some farm up online here, and he's going to hunt in, find Pasha, and oh, this is not a good game to be a Monkey King. They have multiple heroes to just get vision of him, and he will just easily be focused down and killed at that point. They got Puppy and the Spectre, and Sand King of course can always come in with the initiation as well. Solo as poor as ever, and they will have to defend this bottom push coming in from Secret. Finally, Secret going for objectives. They got the tier 2 top, now they're going for a tier 1 bottom. And now they're going for more here. Ice Armor does come out. It will mean that they take a little bit longer to push through, but oh, is no one actually building into a Divine. Alright. The desperation plays coming out from VP, and I feel like this game shouldn't have even gone to this point. Or maybe not, but I feel like they should have had a lot better early game and mid game at least. I don't know how they just let Secret run them down like that. Pasha scouting out in the trees will just get deleted. And not to mention, they have the Zeus ult for him as well. I mean, and soon to be an Axe for Yapsuru. Very soon, by the way. He actually has it here. And the global lineup, I mean, I don't see the point of the Monkey King right now. He's 4, 9, and 4. I mean, Lich, I did see the point of him, but I don't know how Solo played him at all. He didn't really do much. I'm sure he like slowed down mid one a little bit, but not much at all. You saw mid one still got a lot of his lane, and he has the top net worth right now in the game, about 20,000 to him. He has the cheese as well, and he's soon to have a hex. And they're still playing it a little bit slow to make sure they don't give away anything to Virtus Pro, but Secret are feeling very strong at this point. 15,000 net worth advantage, 22 that, and it's about to approach 20k. I mean, Virtus Pro can't even show on the map anymore. They literally can farm out a wave up to here, and then they have to back to base. And meanwhile, Secret is just running rampant in Virtus Pro's jungle. MP has his haunt available as well in full Manta style, so he's actually getting his items up there. His farm was coming slowly, but finally items are rolling in after taking some good team fights. And Manta style will finally come out for Lil, and he's starting to get his farm up there as well. Of course, Ramsey is still farming very well. We'll have his refresher soon. Also hit level 20, went for the extra health. Agree with that puppy. Attempting for go charge here onto Solo. Will immediately cancel it as Solo gets up to his high ground. We'll just push into the mid lane. Ice Armor going to slow down this push once again, but they'll be able to work through it. The Mask of Man is used from MPs, actually chunking down the tower fairly well. Looks like they were scouting out for Pasha. They used the Zeus ultimate, or Zeus Nimbus, but will not manage to catch him out this time. Luckily, he'll escape. Will not give a 10th death away to Secret, but they do get a tower though onto MP, and he's building into the Diffusal Blade next. They're even going to pass the cheese off onto him, as I believe Silencer wants space for his next item, which will be a Hex. And at this point, all Secret have to do is go for high ground. They have a gem onto Kezu, soon to be a double Hex potentially, and Ramsey's still farming it up. He's actually getting a lot of gold, and that's what Enigma does with a Midas. Pasha trying to get as much farm as he can, but he's been sitting on the same items for a good 20 minutes or something like that. He'll have his Solar Crest soon, but he is truly a support Monkey King. Second bottom net worth in the game, below Puppy, and that's sad. And now the Spectre will have the Diffusal Blade. Lil starting to get in his farm. He's actually building into a Blink Dagger so he can initiate with his song from longer range. It's funny. And no one actually building into a real item here instead of a Divine. Well, Divine is a real item, but he'll go for a safer item, I would say, than KB. That will help him deal with the Spectre once she gets her Butterfly. Also with the Radiance as well, but once again, Pasha going down. Ramses tries to BTP. He will get out, but that's another death for Pasha. 10 for him now, and he'll actually not be able to finish up his Solar Crest. No one afraid of the gank coming in, as that was what Secret's movement was for like the past couple ganks. They would get a kill immediately here, and then they would TP to the other side of the map and try to pick off the hero on the other side real quick, instead of just trying to push or anything like that. And nice read there from No One. Will get himself out of danger. And the Spectre continuing to get fatter and fatter. Her Aegis did expire, but it was replaced with the cheese. As for Puppy, he has a completed Solar Crest. He's happy. Compared to Pasha right now, he's like, well, I'm a Monkey King, guys. Alright, let's do a impersonation of what Virtus Pro are saying right now. Ramsey's like, I'm Enigma, guys. I'm farmed. I'm ready. We're good to defend high ground. Pasha is like, why am I a Monkey King? For what? They got Zeus, they got Spectre, they got the Spirit Breaker. Why did you accidentally click Monkey King? What am I doing? Safe lane Monkey King for what? Fuck, bliat, suka. And then No One is like, don't worry guys, I carry. Don't worry, I got this. Just chill. And Lil is like, chill, I got this. We're going to use Song of the Siren into a black hole. And Solo, he's just looking sad. Might have drank a bottle of vodka, or not a bottle, but a shot of vodka before this game. Maybe a little bit drunk, but he's buying all the wards. he's definitely keeping up on that. But anyway, let's get back to the cast here real quick, as not much is happening, so we got to keep it entertaining, right, guys? But Kezu will have his Hex, has a full Shiva's Guard as well. I mean, everyone on Secret is pretty fat. I'm gonna get Yapsor's items here real quick. Let's travel. He's looking like a core Zeus, but he's right up there with Lil in terms of farm still, and not very far behind the PA and the Enigma. Oh, and there's the initiation onto the PA. She will get her BKB off in time, which is important. But once his BKB gets low, that's actually pretty bad for no one. They'll actually just lose Lich in his base. All right, and I guess there's a pick off there. BKB force from the PA didn't really commit much other than the Spectre ultimate. So there's that. And once again, another charge from Puppy. We'll cancel it as he gets to the high ground. MP the TP mid, he'll just push it right out, and he will be going for a butterfly. Can disassemble the Mask of Madness for that, of course. And I mean, Verspro can still defend though. Their high ground defense is strong. Gotta give that to them, and they will actually have a refresher onto Ramses now, so it will be fairly strong. They still have no way to really stop him from black hole BKB black holing without the global silence, and as long as he just catches the silencer into it, they pretty much can just kill him, and that's the end of that. Because he buys back and uses his ultimate after he dies. But at that point, it's probably too late, right? And the black hole has ended, and he's just dead. He needs to use his buyback, and that's it. But he actually will go for a refresher, and he's like, alright, if there's going to be 2 ultimates out from Enigma, I need 2 ultimates myself. But, no vision. They're smoked. Solo a little bit slow there on dropping that sentry. That was actually really good for them. They caught out mid one there, but speaking of getting caught out, they're gonna bait Pasha. Oh no, they find 2, or only 1. A little bit of a missed black hole for them there, and there's the buyback global silence, but it's too late. Ramsey's black hole is over. He's refreshed, and here's the second one, and without 2 globals on 2, or never mind. What just happened? Spectre happened. They all died. Alright. Spectre happened there for sure. Spectre Zeus happened there. So they kill Silencer. Second black hole came out, but as soon as the PA's BKB ended, she just melted. Seems like everyone melted. I mean, expect Pasha to die there for sure, right? But PA did not last long in that fight, and she just fought back and dead. Good game is called, and I guess Secret will take game 1 against Virtus Pro. I don't know what to say about that last team fight there. They went for the silencer. It was really good setup. I think the big thing about that was not catching Yapsor. He got his dual scepter off, he escaped, and then he was able to dish out the damage there, and we just saw the PA disappeared. I mean, it seemed like he was there for a second, and the next he was gone. Wasn't not able to follow up in that second black hole from Ramses, and that was the end of that. Just like that, Secret take game 1 against Virtus Pro. Well played from them there. I would say it's definitely on Virtus Pro, not their draft. I don't think their draft was really the problem, except for the Monkey King. I did not understand the Monkey King at all and what he would be doing this game. I guess they just want another hero to just combo with their black hole, song black hole thing, but it just against... It's so hard to play Monkey King against Spectre, Zeus, Spirit Breaker, Sand King, and Silencer. Like, there's multiple global heroes. The way he is escapable in these fights is he's able to just get into trees and hide. But against a Zeus, a Spirit Breaker, and even Spectre, all these heroes that give vision, he's not going to be able to do so. And not to mention, if he's silenced, of course, he's not going to get away at all. So, I mean, Secret knew what they're doing with the strategy, clearly, and it's all Virtus Pro's strat, and they're like, alright, whatever, we can deal with it, and they dealt with it well. They made sure that just only one time that game where they really got caught out real bad by Virtus Pro's combo, and after that, they're just taking a chill, going for ganks. Everyone was getting farmed, and they took that last game team fight, and that was just overwhelming net worth advantage. The fact that Silencer was able to buy back, and Yapsor was that farmed. I would say it started off a little bit bad because Ramses missed the black hole onto the Zeus. I think they got Zeus there and killed him as well, but I think he had buyback there too, so at any point they pretty much could have dominated that fight regardless. It was just a question of how many buybacks they would have to use. But well played from Secret there. It's gonna be it for game 1. See you guys back for game 2. And this is once again the Summit 7 Grand Finals, Virtus Pro versus Team Secret. Peace out, everyone.